Hi, I'm Luke. I'm a performer based in Moffat. I've been involved with Soundwave for a couple of years, although I was part of the original project that started back in 2023. I'm also one of the directors for Make Change Collective, which is the organisation that runs the project.
I'm Ellie. Joined Soundwave a year and a bit ago, I think. A friend wrote me along. I had a couple of Saturdays off work and decided to drag me up here and see what it's like.
I first got involved with Soundwave, I think through a friend who wanted to go and asked me if I wanted to go with them. I think that was maybe a year and a half ago. And since then I've been attending the sessions as regularly as I can.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I first got involved with Soundwave through Emily, who leads the sessions, and I've been coming along for, I think, a year and a half to 2 years now.
I'm Emily Major, I'm 22. I'm the project lead for Soundwave and the director of Make Change Collective. So Make Change is a creative and community activist organisation focused on bringing people together through play and social events to make a difference and make a better world.
So what is Soundwave and what does it provide for young people?
So Soundwave is our youth music project focused primarily on 15 to 25-year-olds and getting them into making music together. We really focus on collaborative creativity. So a group of people who have maybe never met before can come into a room, make a song or several, and take it from the early stages and then turn it into a finished product, record it, produce it, and eventually release it. We also focus on just getting young people into the music industry in general locally, empowering them to put on their own events and start their own project, basically creating a DIY music scene in Dumfries and Galloway.
Have you encountered any consistent barriers to your work?
It's difficult to engage people at the minute, particularly because we're doing quite an alternative form of work in terms of the way that we approach stuff and how youth-led we are. A lot of people assume that youth-led means that it goes nowhere, where actually, for me, it's been the opposite, that when you leave young people enough space, they will, with a little bit of encouragement, take that and fill that fully. As a young person myself, it's something that I've seen far too often. People assume that I don't know what I'm doing, or that other young people don't know what they're doing or what they think or what they feel. Young people, in my experience, know the best. I think there is a level of filtering that comes as you get older and as you're more involved in traditional corporate life and you feel like you have to censor yourself and be someone that you're not. And I think young people don't have that, and that's where the power is. People need to trust young people to lead, because in a way, they're the only people who can do it in a truthful way.
We're all encouraged to voice opinions about what we're making and encouraged to engage in feedback and the whole process. With writing, someone will bring something to the group and we'll give our feedback on that, what we liked, what we'd like to change, if we don't think it fits, that sort of thing.
I've been able to kind of make creative decisions through, helping to write songs, figure out what lyrics are good, what chords are good, playing instruments, singing, etc. I've also been doing album art, so like drawings for the covers.
Well, since mainly a production, I had to do some more stuff like effects, where each instrument's placed, what sounds louder, so what's more forward and what's more backward and whatnot. Just some stuff in final mixing.
I've been able to oversee how projects is going to go, what's going well, and feeding ideas on how we can improve the sessions while also being able to keep in what works. I think a great thing about the sessions is I think a lot of the ideas and influence also comes from the participants. We do have Emily who facilitates the sessions, but they also allow us to have a lot of creative input in how we write songs and the different ideas that we all bring into it, which I think makes the sessions really engaging and enjoyable for not just those running it, but everyone involved as well, and they feel that they can be included and contribute.
What do you think the benefits of youth-led work are, specifically for young people, but also for organisations working with them?
For the young people involved, I think particularly in Dumfries and Galloway and rural areas in general, it's really difficult for young people to feel like they can actually make a difference for the area. You hear all the time that people just want to leave. As soon as they get to 18, they want to go to uni and go to the city and make a life for themselves and everything. And actually, for me, youth-led approaches to our work is how we change that, how we make it clear that young people aren't just able to live here, but are also able to make a life here. They're able to actually have the agency to do that themselves and to decide what that looks like. And I think for organizations, it can only benefit them to listen to young people. You hear all the time of big organizations basically getting stuck in the time that they started. And young people coming in and engaging with your work is how you stay alive. Without that, you become entirely obsolete, you become uninteresting and boring, and eventually there will be no one who's wanting to engage with your work, or no one new. And I think there's also a level of challenge. The reason that young people, I think, can be kind of difficult to work with for so many is because they will come in and say, but why are you doing that? And that question is how you get better. It's not something to ignore and it's not something to push aside. It's something that you should genuinely consider. On my end, I enjoy that. I enjoy having new young people come in and question things about how we're working because it just helps us get better. I think people see challenge as a negative thing, but it is beneficial. It helps us improve. It's what helps make the world a better place. It's what helps make change.
Do you think it's important that all the young people involved get to make those decisions?
Oh, most definitely. It's a group project, so everybody needs to make decisions fair and square.
I think it's quite important to be able to have that level of influence because it is kind of a group effort. And if I've just recorded like my vocals, for example, and there's somebody who has more influence over it than I do that's doing something with those vocals that I don't want to happen with them, then I mean, that's just, what's the point? Like,
I definitely think it's an important element because it's not often that you get to like join an activity and it's so led by the people involved in the activity. Like there's a rough structure, but the people involved with making the music, we get to say, oh, I'd like to do this today. It's very free-flowing. You don't feel boxed into doing one thing for a long time. Like you do have the opportunity to move your focus onto something else, and that is entirely within your control to do.
To me, it's very important that we always value what the participants bring and make sure they feel involved and integrated into everything that we do.
The atmosphere at Soundwave is definitely like a really good creative space, very friendly, like because we do get along, we can be open with each other, which means we're much more able to give and take feedback. It's great fun.
Fun, exciting, often very chaotic. More often than not, we walk into a session not really knowing what's going to happen until it does, which is something I really love about it. I think it's just a great way to be myself and allow me to collaborate with and come together with other people and bounce off the energy in the room.
Chaotic, welcoming, but also times of calmness as well. Like everyone can feel calm and at peace in their own space here.
it's very friendly and welcoming, and if you come along, you know, it's your first session, everyone's really great, you know, everyone's really welcoming. For warm-ups, we do certain introduction activities. That means we all get to know each other properly, like know each other's names, pronouns, etc.
Soundwave has quite naturally fostered a safe space for a bunch of marginalised young people. How do you think this has come about?
I think as a queer person myself, and especially as like a non-binary person who's been very vocal in the local community for years since I was about 15, it's just about role models. It's about having someone who is there who makes you feel comfortable to actually express yourself in a way that maybe your teachers don't, or your parents don't, or even just people in the streets. You know, Dumfries and Galloway and rural areas overall are very conservative, and that can feel unsafe. Something that we've found is that it's just about creating this kind of secret safe space where they know that that information isn't going anywhere, that they can fully express themselves here, and we're not going to tell anyone about who they are and who they want to be. It's just allowing them the space to actually explore that on their own terms without this fear of being judged and being perceived by people who don't understand. Just providing the judgment-free space, allowing them to talk about it and to actually see the older people who are living it. By creating that space for them, there's a huge sense of community that I think empowers them to be more themselves every day.
Make Change is the new organisation behind Dumfries Pride, set to take place on the 19th of September. Can you outline the decision to take this on?
Because no one else was doing it. I think Dumfries Pride has been an event that for a long time has kind of switched between different organisations, and I've personally been involved in Dumfries Pride in some form on and off since 2021. Seeing how it's changed over the years and how our community and the people leading it have sort of burnt out and felt like it was just so much to take on, and I wanted to change that. So I brought it to the directors and I was like, can we do this? And they let me. It was something that I felt was important for us to do, and it made sense for it to sit within Make Change, because for me, Pride in recent years has kind of lost that sense of protest, and that's what we're all about, that community empowerment and bringing people together. I was keen that it sat within Make Change as an organisation that is so focused and so rooted in queer community that actually we create that space even further for people to engage.
I think for me, it's allowed me in a sense to reignite and keep that love for music.
Well, it's helped me learn a skill I never thought I would have with audio engineering. Never had the chance to get into it when I was younger, so now I've had the chance.
Soundwave's really kind of given me like a creative outlet where I can channel ideas into songs, where it's just a really good place for me to be able to like express myself through music.
I hadn't really explored creating. Soundwave has definitely been a vehicle for creation, really, like pushing me to create, pushing me to put ideas out there. Like I remember one of the first Soundwave sessions I went to, I came up with the riff that we were going to use, and I was slightly mortified, but it, I guess, showed me that I can make good ideas. I think it's very easy learning in isolation to look at all of the songs that you listen to and like and want to learn how to play and think they're perfect ideas, and the musicians that have made that song have only come up with perfect ideas because you aren't involved or witness to the creation process that they undergo and all of the ideas that get put out there and sort of thrown away, really. So yeah, it's been a massive boost to my confidence with my ideas, and it has sort of bled out into confidence in other ideas outside of making music.
What has been a core moment or highlight?
It's so difficult because it's every session. There is something that I'm like, this is why I do it. I think seeing the young people come again and again, and for some of them it's the only space that they have. I've heard from parents that it is the one thing that they're going to miss when they leave. It's the one thing that they actually get excited for. Some people have told me directly that Soundwave is what has made them join a band or start writing music or get into playing bass and all of this kind of stuff, even giving them a social life. It's all of that. Everything that I hear from the people who engage, who say like, this has made a difference, those are my highlights. That's the reason that we do it.
Finally, what are your hopes for the future?
Well, I hope that it can continue to grow in the sense that we hopefully can continue to get more people involved in the session. It would be really good to host other events as well. We had a first gig called Spring Cut in March, which was really successful. So I think the hope is we'll be able to do more of those in the future.
Keep Soundwave going, get more folks in here and give everyone the opportunity to learn what they want to learn.
I really hope Soundwave can kind of just continue the way it's going. I hope we can keep making lots of music, like releasing lots of music, because that's a really fun thing to be able to do and to be able to say that I'm a part of. It's pretty awesome to be able to like write music with a group of people and release it and be like, oh yeah, I just did that.
For Soundwave, my hopes are that it keeps being as fun, as inspiring and as creative as it is now, and more people hear about it and get involved. It's always great teaching people as well, because we get a few people who are maybe less experienced with certain instruments or haven't been playing as long, so like you can find a moment to teach them. My hopes for the future for myself, I think it's just keep creating, really.
I want young people in the area to feel like they can engage more, not just in our work, but in the local music scene and the local activist scene, that they can actually directly influence how Dumfries and Galloway works on a fundamental level. As someone who was in that position who thought that I had to move away in order to make a life for myself, so much of what I want to do is letting young people know that they can make a life here, but that they can also make everyone's lives better. I want to see more young people who feel like Dumfries and Galloway is worth living in, and more marginalised people who feel like Dumfries and Galloway is worth living in. And I want to see a more welcoming community who is open to experimentation and different self-expression. And that's why Make Change exists.
talent to keep you on your